What are the difficulties in standardizing a pidgin? Imagine trying to create a single rulebook for a language that is constantly changing and growing. That's what makes standardizing a pidgin so tricky. Pidgins are simple languages that develop when groups who don't share a common tongue need to communicate. They often come from trade, colonization, or migration. Because they are born out of necessity, they are very flexible and adapt quickly. This makes it hard to pin down a fixed set of rules. One big problem is that most pidgins are mainly spoken. They don't have a long tradition of writing. People often spell words differently, and there is no agreed-upon standard for spelling or grammar. For example, Nigerian Pidgin English is spoken by millions, but written texts are rare. When written, people might spell words differently or mix local spellings with English. This inconsistency makes it hard to develop a standard everyone can agree on. Another challenge is that not everyone uses or supports the idea of a standard. While some regions might use a pidgin widely, others may not. For instance, Nigerian Pidgin is common in cities and the military but less so in rural areas. Without a large, unified community pushing for standardization, efforts can stall. People might not see the need for formal rules if the language is mainly used informally. There is also resistance from society. Many view pidgins as lesser or broken versions of their original languages. People often see them as informal or even inferior. This attitude can make it politically difficult to promote a standardized version. If people believe that only the official language is worth standardizing, pidgins might be ignored or dismissed. Pidgins are also very adaptable and change fast. Speakers borrow words from different languages and create new structures to meet their needs. This fluidity is a strength but makes standardization hard. Rules can become outdated quickly as the language evolves. Trying to set fixed rules for something so flexible can be like trying to catch water in a net. Another issue is that there are few educational resources. There are not many textbooks, dictionaries, or literature in Pidgin. Without these materials, teaching a standard becomes difficult. Schools tend to teach the official or colonial language instead of the Pidgin. This lack of resources limits the spread of a consistent version of the language. Deciding who gets to set the rules is also complicated. Should linguists, government officials, or the community of speakers decide? Involving local people is important because they know how the language is really used. But reaching agreement among all parties can take a lot of time and sometimes cause disagreements. Standardizing a pidgin could help people communicate better across different regions and social groups. For example, in Papua New Guinea, using Tok Pisin in schools has helped children learn English more easily. But without addressing these challenges, efforts might not succeed. In the end, creating a standard for a pidgin is tough because of inconsistent writing, limited support, social attitudes, rapid change, scarce educational tools, and the difficulty of decision-making. Still, recognizing the value of pidgins and working with communities can help overcome some of these hurdles over time.